This is the Maggie Show.
Vanessa and I have been married. We've been married nearly 29 years come September. For over 20 years now, we have had a ministry called Liberation Ministries, a kind of itinerant ministry that has taken us to different parts of the world over the years. You know, the three big pressures in life are losing a spouse, buying, selling a house, changing your job. I had all three at once, really. But I couldn't stand being single, basically. I mean, I've been married for 30 years, and being a single man didn't appeal to me at all. At the time, I was 56 years of age, and, I thought to myself, well, there were a lot of single ladies in the church. But I did notice one of my pastors that took my eye, which was Vanessa here.
Right. I was 36 when we got married, so there's 21 years.
21 years between you guys.
Yeah. So I was 36 then, but I was a single woman. I hadn't been married. I was born again when I was 27, and so I had I didn't really want to rush into marriage. I just wanted to sort myself out, and before I wanted to enter marriage as a like a whole person, contribute rather, you know what I mean, just to go in with the right attitude into marriage. It was really important to me. But I always had faith that I would get married. I actually really enjoyed being single. I was pastoring, I was in the music ministry at Kensington Temple. I was very fulfilled. I wasn't desperate to get married. I was holding it all very lightly, but I was praying. When I felt prompted by God to pray, I prayed. And I didn't know that I actually put in my, on the application, he checked out my age.
Right. So when she was coming on the course, I certainly sort of saw how old she was, and I said to my PA at the time, pity she's so young. But my PA said to me, no, she's a mature woman. Go for it.
So one morning I came downstairs. I came downstairs in the house and I said to God, I really need a husband. And I felt the glory of God literally fill my living room. And I felt God said to me, you've got your husband. And I walked out of my front door and literally fell over this bunch of flowers, like massive bunch of flowers, on my doorstep, and a card from him saying, will you go out with me? So I rang him up and said, yes.
Pastor Brand knows what he wants, and so when he saw it, he was able to put in strategy and follow up. I love that. It's something that an average guy needs to learn, right? Because most times we see it, we keep procrastinating, we keep looking for signs, we keep asking questions, right? But I love the fact that he knows it, right? He saw it and he goes for it. And I love the strategy. Well, they said many ladies love flowers, but not all ladies.
About the age difference, I don't think we've ever felt the age difference. I don't think it's ever been, not even crossed our minds, has it?
No, I think in the early days when we started going out, a few times I think there were some people that thought you were my daughter.
Right.
Not very often.
Right.
But it really hasn't been an issue. I think because Brian is very young at heart.
Yeah.
We just got on so well, and we just knew that it was a God match.
For me, when it comes to age differences, I've always said that it has to do with two people involved. Can you handle it? Because most times people ask that, okay, what will happen? What will people say? It's not always about people. It's about the two parties involved. Can they handle it? As a matter of fact, you are the one that will direct what people will say. If you are not doing it, if you are not making it an issue, people will not say, because anything you accept, anything you sell to the people, that's what they will purchase from you.
That's right.
We complement one another as well, you know, in God with our giftings, and we just get on really well.
And we enjoy
I think
one
the only one I was
another.
I was a bit concerned about was my mum.
Yeah.
But, with the age difference, but she was fine. She was fine about it. She just loved Brian, and they used to talk about the war together and the memories from the war. So they were fine. They had a lot in common, actually.
Our impact together is far more than we would have been as individuals.
Individuals.
There's a synergy of us being together.
I think it's really important when you're considering who you're going to marry, you know, about your ministry and matching, that you have a similar desire together.
Yeah.
That you know, because this is, you have to think about that as a Christian as well.
Right.
What are the giftings are going to match, and you know, the desires that you want to bring into ministry.
Prayer doesn't change him. He's already made up his mind about it. What it does, prayer changes us to receive what God wants to give all the time.
One thing I would say is, if God has given you a promise, don't ever let go of it.
It's been an amazing story. Listen, this is something, there's been a lot that was shared. If I were you, I would sit down with this video again and make some notes. There's a lot that has been shared. Wisdom, prayer strategies, and even just how you can walk through your entire journey from singlehood to married life